Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mayra and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys my favorite banana bread recipe. I've tried a few off Pinterest, but this one is by far my favorite because it's nice and moist. I know a lot of people don't like that word, but it is, and it's just really yummy. So if you want to check it out, keep on watching. Oh, also, if I find that recipe on Pinterest, I'll go ahead and put it down in the description below so you guys can check it out for yourselves. Usually when I found it, I wrote it down on my notepad because I loved this recipe. But I'll do my best to try and find it for you guys. If not, I'll have the ingredients down below. Alright guys, so first thing you guys want to do is preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Alright guys, so you're going to need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, and you want to go ahead and put it through a sifter. That way there's no big lumps and it's nice and smooth. If you are a YouTuber and you're watching this and you like the music, my brother made these beats. Send me a DM or comment below if you are interested in purchasing his music for your videos. Alright, so you're going to put 1/4 teaspoon of salt. And I forgot to mention, we're working on all the dry ingredients first. And then we're going to place all the wet ingredients in a separate bowl. Now you're going to add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Alright, so now whisk all the ingredients together and set it aside. Okay, so grab a separate bowl, and now we're going to work on the wet ingredients. To that, you're going to add 1 cup of sugar. If you want it sweeter, go ahead and add 2 extra tablespoons of sugar. If you have really ripe bananas like I do, I don't recommend adding any extra sugar because then it'll be too sweet. To that, add 1 egg. I like to crack mine in a separate bowl. That way there's no like shells going in to the actual mixture. Alright, so now you're going to have to add 1/2 cup of vegetable oil to the wet ingredients, but I like to use avocado oil. Just use whichever oil you prefer. Alright, so now you're going to have to whisk all the wet ingredients together until they're nice and combined. Okay, so now we're going to combine both the wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. So put 1/2 of the dry ingredients in and then mix it all together and then put the other 1/2. It just makes it a lot easier, and that way we don't end up over mixing it or the batter coming out too heavy. So I started mixing with the spatula here, but it wasn't really working so well. So I had to switch back over to the whisk. So the whisk wasn't working too well either. It was getting stuck all in the middle, so I ended up using a fork at the end. Now add the rest of the dry ingredients and mix it again. I usually make this in the KitchenAid stand mixer, but I couldn't get the camera to record because there wasn't enough space. So I ended up using the spatula again because I forgot that it doesn't work. So I'm gonna switch to a fork here in a second. Okay, so now you're gonna need 2 tablespoons of milk. You can use regular milk, but we don't drink cow's milk here, so I'm substituting with almond milk, and this is the original unsweetened. You can go ahead and use whichever milk that you like. Next, you will need half a teaspoon of vanilla, and I'm using pure vanilla extract. Okay, so now you're gonna need 3 ripe bananas, and you have to make sure they're very ripe like mine are here, because if they're not that ripe, they won't be as sweet. If you don't have the patience to wait until they're ripe, you can also place them in an oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 5 to 10 minutes. Just check them after 5 minutes. Okay, so this is up to you. You can either mash them down really well like I do to make it nice and smooth, or some people prefer to leave it kind of chunky. That way when you bite into the bread, there's like a few pieces of banana, which I don't like, so it's totally up to you. Now go ahead and add the banana to your mixture and mix really well. Just make sure you don't overmix, because if you do overmix it, your bread can become a little flat and it won't rise as much. This next part is optional, so you will need half a cup of chopped walnuts if you like walnuts, or you can use pecans, but like I said, if you don't want any, then just leave them out. Add them to your batter and gently mix them just so that they're well incorporated in there. Now you're going to grease your loaf pan. I'm using coconut oil spray, but you can use whatever you'd like, butter or baking spray, it's up to you. And we are almost done, you guys. So now just pour everything in the loaf pan, and then off to the oven it will go. Alright guys, so now just place it in the middle rack of your preheated oven. Remember, 350 degrees Fahrenheit. So it will be done within 50 to 60 minutes. I know that mine usually every time I make it, it takes 60 minutes to 1 hour. but I suggest to keep checking it after about 45 to 50 minutes just to make sure you don't overcook it. And we are done, guys. Look how beautiful and delicious it looks. I'm telling you guys, you will not be disappointed with this recipe. Now here I'm just going in with a clean knife, and just to make sure that the edges are not stuck to the pan, and if they are, I'll just unstick it. But yeah, they were not stuck at all to the pan because of the coconut oil, so it was completely loose, which is nice. Let it cool down a bit before you remove it from the pan, maybe 5 minutes. Usually when I make banana bread, it's my husband's favorite, so I slice up some pieces and I sent them with him to his work, and all of his shipmates love this banana bread, as well as some cookies that I make. And yeah, it's really good. I hope you guys try this recipe. If you do, let me know in the comments below or DM me on Instagram. Before you do cut it like I am doing here, make sure you let it cool down completely, if not almost at least just a little bit warm. Mine's a little warm, but it's completely cooled down from the outside. That way it's easier for you to cut them. Okay guys, this is the final banana bread. It is delicious. I really hope you guys try it. And if you stayed till the end of this video, I really just want to say I truly appreciate it. Also, be sure to click that subscribe button and stay tuned for future videos. I will be adding my delicious whole wheat chocolate chip cookie, so stay tuned for that. Look how beautiful and delicious it looks. It's just so good, guys. It tastes it tastes exactly like the banana bread that they sell at Starbucks. Alright guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends. See you guys next time. Bye.